Welcome back to Classic Car Cave. So as you can see, I've got the air ducting or the pipe work out of the way. Those were the rings I built in, metal rings I built into the car when we had it as a shell and when I built it from scratch. What I want to do is I'm going to put that PVC drainage pipe and then use this connected up, but put it through there so that that silver paper doesn't arc onto that isolation switch. Unfortunately, that goes straight into that seal. It's a nice tight seal. So the idea is inside is to take that ducting into that corner with that in there first, and then come out with this piece along into the front of the bonnet, onto the where the lights would have been, into the wings. That's how I'm going to do it. And then I have to start putting it back together, because we have to go and test it out tomorrow. I need to be there for 9, so I'll have to get it loaded up tonight and leave here about 8ish in the morning. But I'll just do a little bit of video on what I'm going to do on this, putting it back together, and the most will be hopefully on the track, or the drift track. So this is what I've come up with. I've taken this out of here, and I've got a couple of screws underneath, so it's nice and stable there. And then when you have to take this apart, this fits in very easily here, and as I say, it's only to get the air through anyway. And I don't need that seal because this is long enough. It pushes right up against the light piece that I've got, the PVC that fits into the light, so it squashes it all up, so it isn't going to go anywhere. So the air should go through there, no bother. So there we are, and this is now plastic against here. It's not being pushed up, so I can start thinking about putting the front on now, thank God. Another job I changed, changed this bolt here, which it was long enough originally, and I put this new bolt on. I've even double locked it. Would have been better with an eye lock, but I've double locked it there. It was originally okay through here, this that we made, but once we put this bracket for the oil cooler on it, it wasn't going to be long enough. And you can see even there, I've had to sculpture that little bit because of the ridge on the hood. Yeah, everything's pretty tight in there. Right, I'll get the front slam back on. So I topped it up with a little bit of water, put some extra oil in it. As I said, I'm using this Castrol Power 1, which is a motorcycle, but it's really good for this car. I need another one now, and some basic spark plugs, because we have to start it on ordinary plugs and then go on to the racing plugs, because they don't work very well when the engine's not hot. But I have 2 sets of them, but the normal standard ones will break down very quickly at that kind of temperature and that kind of punishment at high RPM. So I can get it on the trailer, everything's working, it's looking good, and I can give it a test tomorrow. So I'll take it out and get it ready. So here I am at PS Racing. You can see at PS Racing Centre, Grinbach. So that's the start. I'm the only one here, and I've got a friend come along with his bigger drone, but he's trying to get it working. We'll try and get you some footage. So I'm just going to go around and just warm it up first, and then I'll change it to the racing plugs. So I hope you enjoyed the video. This will be the last video I do for about a week or so, which I'm sure some people will be glad of. I'm off to Dubai on Friday, and then I come back on the 27th, and then we've got a day and a half to prepare for the Red Bull Ring race on the 30th, the Ventilspiel. And there's a few things we need to do on the car before I actually take it to the circuit, but I'm sorry about some of the footage. I took a friend up there who's got a drone, but he had a few problems trying to chase the car or follow the car, and the footage he took on my camera, which he wasn't used to, was a lot of video footage of the ground, and it was out of focus, and he's never used it before, and it was very bright up there this morning. It was very sunny, and he couldn't see what was going on. So I apologise for the footage, but I'll make sure we get some really good footage when we go to Venturspiel at Red Bull Ring. So I hope you watch in then, and as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and I'll catch you at Red Bull hopefully.